up-armored Mitsubishi A6M Zero. What if? The early war Mitsubishi A6M Zero was an aircraft built on a striking contradiction. On one side, it had incredible range and agility, giving it near total dominance in the opening stages of the Pacific War. But on the other side, it suffered from a deadly flaw: no armor and no self-sealing fuel tanks. This sparks a fascinating engineering question. What if its core design philosophy had shifted from lightness towards survivability? Imagine adding a 12.7mm armor plate behind the pilot weighing 60 kilograms, protective plating around the engine adding 30 kilograms, and most significantly, 120 kilograms for self-sealing fuel tanks. Together, these modifications add 210 kilograms to the airframe. For a plane famous for being light and maneuverable, these changes carry immediate consequences. Maximum speed would drop from 33 km to 503 km combat, yet the sacrifices have a clear purpose. The chance of surviving a burst from the .50 caliber guns of an American Wildcat jumps from a meager 5% to nearly 45%. That means pilots now had a fighting chance to live through direct hits. So how would this altered design perform in battle against its main rival, the F4F Wildcat? The Wildcat often used diving attacks, with about a 75% kill chance against a standard Zero. With armor, that probability might fall dramatically to around 25%. However, in a turning dogfight, the original Zero excelled, taking just 17.5 seconds to lock onto the Wildcat's tail. The armored variant, slower and less agile, would need about 35 seconds, double the time, losing its most decisive edge. Strategically, this would reshape entire battles. Take the Battle of the Coral Sea as an example. With less range, Japanese carriers would need to. In the Battle of the Coral Sea, a strategic decision by the Japanese Navy would inadvertently alter the future of their most iconic fighter, the Mitsubishi A6M Zero. To improve the chances of detection, the Japanese carriers moved closer to the American fleet. This would make them easier to spot, leading to earlier, more coordinated US attacks. When the strikes arrived, the less agile Zeros would struggle to defend carriers like Shokaku and Zuikaku. So, was the trade-off worth it? On an individual level, many Japanese pilots might have survived longer, but at the strategic level, the Zero would lose the very qualities that made it a fearsome weapon: unmatched agility and extraordinary range. It would survive more hits, but become a mediocre fighter overall. Japanese engineers at the time were masters of weight reduction. They used advanced lightweight aluminum alloys and designed airframes with no redundancy, just enough strength for sharp maneuvers. This obsession with shedding every gram was exactly why the Zero achieved its early war dominance. The Zero's success was built on sacrifice. Speed, range, and agility brought the cost of survivability. Adding armor might have saved pilots, but it would have erased the very design philosophy that made the Zero legendary.